Well, how is everybody doing today? Everybody having fun? So, just wanted to hop on here real quick. We got an hour before we're over on Rids Live. And just have a little conversation. Hey, G, how's it going? Olive, nice to see you. Brian, I saw you in here earlier. Grunt, nice to see you. My allergies are all screwed up, so you'll have to forgive me a little bit for the voice. I might have it, might not. We'll see. Yeah. Looking at the things that are going on around Montana today, I'm not... I don't see any end in sight for this smoky, wonderful area that we're in. The closest fire to me, I think it's the Harris Mountain Fire. That's the new one. It's jumped to 19,000 acres, which I know isn't much compared to the one over in Oregon. Hey, Brian, how's it going? But was kind of interesting. We're running into some problems over here as far as firefighting goes. Turns out there's a shortage of jet fuel, and we're having a little trouble with that. So these guys are having to come back quite a ways out of their normal turn, or what they should be making as a turn, just to get fuel. But, you know, everything's fine. It's all perfect. I guess this was the plan, right? So it's funny, we're talking about this stuff, and, you know, we were talking that it's getting a little deeper out there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I understand there, Brian. And, I don't know. You know, we all hope that the chance of nuclear war would some point in time be going down as far as the threat. When I say that, and I saw a report today that China increases its intercontinental ballistic missile silos by a factor of 10. No, that doesn't mean they put 10 in. That's a factor of 10. Yes, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I mean, that's a whole lot of silos. But one nice thing, they've they've been known for building stuff and not using it before, so hopefully they do that again this time around. What do you think the chances of that are? It's not fun to watch the news. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how far out we are. I don't think very far. AG, I hope so. It's a big paper tiger. Problem is they don't have to have the best equipment. If they have a lot of it, it makes it very tough. I don't think they're even, well, no, they're getting closer to our technology. You can even notice it in some of the knockoff stuff that you, hey, Furs, how's it going? That you can buy, is getting better and better and better. They're getting better at copying high quality products. But how far that extends, who knows? Yeah, well, tonight's military night on Ridge, so some of these I'm going to leave for him and get his take on some of these articles that I found that are a little makes it not so fun. But I see drones are making leaps and bounds. As far as what's coming down the pike anyway. Mr. Grotness, are you out there? Yeah, they do. But you got to remember, they don't import it all from us. And we've taught a lot of those people that they get it from how to raise food. We did an excellent job of making us not the... I don't know. Well, yeah. I don't want to get into that. I don't know as I would rank us top of the heap anymore. We've done a really good job of becoming a, a consumer nation. And when you do that, you end up losing a lot of control. Hey, Tennis Shoes, how's it going? But tonight's just a little discussion night with you folks out there in the chat. I didn't like seeing the there was recently a war game simulation, and we failed miserably. In fact, the Joint Chiefs of Staff is trying to figure out they're doing a lot of rethinking, I can tell you that. Yeah, Mighty Torton for that matter. It doesn't even have to be one of the big guys for something like that. It doesn't take much to produce an EMP, not anymore. Well. Oh my AG. What do you guys think about the whole Olympics thing going on right now? with what's her name, that Simone Biles. Hmm? Oh yeah, you'd be broken into factions pretty quick. Then the problem you have is those people that they use those weapons. All they have to do is just sit back and wait. Oh, well. For those of you that aren't watching, there was a a young gymnast that dropped out of the team competition, and now she's dropped out of the individual all-around competition. Because during the team competition, the judges admitted to not being able to give her the score she deserved because she's too good. And they didn't want to upset the other nation's Olympians. This is what happens when we give out participation trophies. And we worry about who's going to be upset. Oh yeah, they're still calling it the 2020 Olympics. Yeah, how would you like to be an Olympian, trained all your life for it, and then you don't even get the score you deserve because, well, we don't want to upset the other countries, you know. Sounds real fun, doesn't it? I don't know. And I see the Cat Dog Cat organization has changed a few recommendations again from 2 weeks ago. I see they had to, well, there were some covering mandates that they had to talk about. 2 weeks ago, it was didn't need it. If you had the big stick. You'll have to forgive me since I'm sitting here talking in code, but we are on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and yeah. But if you'd had the big stick, you didn't have to worry about your coverings. But if you haven't, then you had to worry. Well, now come to find out 2 weeks later, it doesn't matter if you have or haven't. Now it's recommended that you wear a covering in public places. They can't make their mind up from 1 minute to the next. And then I read somewhere that we were only like, I think they said 3 mutations away from all this big stick tech not working. So what happens then? We all get to go hide again? Well, someone just sends us a check. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I keep feeling like I'm going to need to hack up a lung, but Was out helping on a friend of mine's farm again today, and between the smoke and the wheat chaff, I'm having a little trouble. Nice, Tim. Nice. By the way, if you enjoy bread or any products made with flour, wheat flour, you may want to be stocking up on a little wheat flour. I think you're going to see a definite change in prices, but we'll see. I know harvest is not looking all that great. And, yeah, it's kind of that way all around. Oh, and dog food. I know, sounds silly. But, one of the big fillers used in dog food is yellow pea. Well, yellow peas and green peas. And right now, the spring crop in general does not look good at all. I don't think we're going to see much of a yield out of that, so. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I'm guessing you're gonna see a spike in that too. All right, Brian. You can post a link if you'd like. So you're gonna be canning some flour there? Oh, that dry canning. Oh, okay. I have taken a look at these, this DeWalt portable power station. That's the link that Mr. Brian put in there. It's basically, you stick enough DeWalt batteries on the top and you've created yourself a generator. It's a power inverter, technically, not a generator. It doesn't produce power, it converts power, but they do okay. But, yeah. DeWalt is kind of, I don't know, they're expensive to maintain. Actually, Ryobi has a an interesting setup for one of those. You might want to look into that also before you take the plunge, unless you're surrounded by DeWalt batteries. But I have seen, I don't know, I have seen some pretty good reviews on it though. And spyware. We cook mackerel, carrots, and rice for the dogs. All right. So when you say you're canning flour, are you going to be doing that in the oven, like a dry canning? Yeah. Well, Robert, you can always make the jump to, I think they have a 40 volt. Which, DeWalt doesn't offer a 40 volt system, I don't think yet. Yeah, dry canning in the oven. If you guys haven't done any research on how to do that, you might want to look into it. You can dry can products in the oven. One nice thing is, if you got your temperature high enough, it kills the weevils and stuff like that on it. Yeah, harvest is not looking real grand right now. And remember, that trickles downhill and it takes a long time to get out of the market, so. Yeah. So the 60 will, you might be okay. What you have to look at is the, what is it, the amperage per hour that it can produce. Depends on what you're going to run with it. I mean, I don't know as I would plug in a, hey Aaron, how's it going? I don't know as you're going to run a, like a full-size fridge for very long or something like that. Well, actually a fridge, I think they'll do okay on. Yeah, but I mean the amp hours that the inverter can produce. The batteries, yeah, they're great. You have just such a loss when you convert from AC to DC. But I don't know if it might be a good thing. It's an 1800 watt. 1800 watts isn't horrible. Wondering though, is that 1800 watts peak power or is that constant? That would be the question. $1,800 continuous watts, it says. 3,600 max watts, so, yeah. Yeah. Tim, I'm having a tendency to agree with you. I think we need to be having some contingency plans without the electricity. Plus, it's much simpler. Although refrigeration is a nice thing to have. But, I don't know. What I can't dry and store, I guess I can always can. Yeah, you and me both, AG. I think we'd be forced to be a little healthier. So, Brian, have you ever looked into... oh, you have 10 gallons, okay. Where'd you come across the salt? Did you just buy it bulk table salt, or? Because the other thing you guys got to be a little nervous about is the iodine. Yep, kosher salt and tender quick. Yeah, I don't know. I think salt's one thing that's pretty hard to produce on your own. I mean, for you folks out on the coast, it's a little easier. But right here, it's a little tough. Unless I can find a salt vein somewhere in the ground. Which they're around, they're just not, well, a couple of things. One, they're not real tasty and they're not real useful. But so I think Friday, hopefully, it's supposed to be cooling off a little bit. So Friday we're going to head outside and do a little playing around out there. See what we can do along the way as how quickly we can set up a shelter. Oh yeah, Reg is on tonight. He'll be on here in a little less than a half hour. And we'll be transitioning right over to his show. Yeah, and I need to get out to a couple of our Amish stores and take a look. Not a bad place to buy some bulk items, that's for sure. If you don't feel like playing in the big box store game. As far as flour goes, I think the last go around here when this coof went through, yeah, flour disappeared off the shelf. We had a heck of a time finding bread flour and all-purpose flour. It was gone, so now you gotta. No, it's not quite a trifecta, but it's getting close. You have a a new variant coming. What am I hearing? I think is what you meant there. Well, I know for a fact that harvest is horrible this year, as far as wheat goes, Aaron. And there's none out there. And without wheat, it's really tough to make flour unless you're going to do the whole granola thing. I don't know. Well, now, AG, what do you mean you don't use flour? How do you get around not eating any flour? That's a... interesting question. More dried beans. Hey, you know what? An interesting... can be inexpensive. You got to watch the prices on it and the package sizes. But, your local dollar stores. Yeah, maybe a little bit, Aaron. But your local dollar stores actually have pretty good prices on different beans, so you can always check into something like that. If I know you have your ways of getting bulk stuff, you cheat. It's not fair. No. Well, I can't say I would never, but I'd like to not. Okay. So you do mostly breading stuff. I was gonna say, man, if you eat noodles or any of that, there's some flour involved there. I mean, you really think about what's all... what flour is all used in. It's pretty impressive. So, Brian, do you just leave the porch light on and collect your dinner at night, or what's the plan there? Taters. There you go. Yeah, I got one of those too. I need to get a little nicer one. And actually, I think we figured out a way to do it on a much larger scale, but you can get some of those food mills for feeding your chickens and stuff like that, and just change the screens out to where it gets pretty darn thin. You can get it powdered up pretty good there. Then run it through your mill. But you can. Have you ever done that? It's not. It's not all that tasty. Head over to your local Antel. There you go. Are you a fan of? Yeah, in a pinch. I think if it gets to that point, I don't know. Kind of like the pine bark noodles. Gets to that point, I think I would graciously bow out of eating noodles. Just saying. I make too much stuff with flour, evidently. No, tonight was just kind of a joking around. Wanted to sit here and talk with you guys in the chat. That's one way to do it there, Tim. Aaron, I'll have to take your word for it there, bud. Guess until I have to. I'm not up for eating crickets. What the heck scrap price is doing? I saw copper's going through the roof again. Any you guys doing any scrapping out there? That would be a interesting way of making a little extra money. Well, it's still usable anyway. Let's see here. Oh yeah, cattail seed flour, dock seed flour. There's some other options out there, but it's really hard to beat wheat flour. Number 2 copper tubing is $3.20 a pound right now. Wow. Insulated copper wire is $1.04 a pound. Romex $1.76. Heck, aluminum cans are even 52 cents a pound. It's been a long time since I've seen them worth anything. I see cast iron's down a little bit. Rotors are down a little bit. Still $2.55 a ton. Yeah. I don't know. There are certain plants you can make flour out of, but it's not anything I would want to. I don't know. I look at it as how much am I going to be able to produce with that How many plants am I going to need to produce that flower? You forgot about the silver dollars? Well, it's good you found them, I guess. Aluminum cans are $1.86 a pound. Wow. That's impressive, actually. How's that? Well, never mind. I forgot where you were there for a second, Brian. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to look here to see. Sheet aluminum's 43 cents. You have a little bit of an offset there. There, Brian. Got crap everywhere. That's true, AG. So you're going for more of the nomadic setup when it all goes south, huh? Plastic water bottles are $1.32 a pound. You know, I don't know. Something's wrong there. Of course, you have that. You have that theory out there in California that if you pay people enough money, they will start recycling. And they're not wrong. It's just where in the hell is that money coming from? Oh, wait. I know. A state deficit. Anyway. Use quite a bit of wheat flour? Yeah, you might want to stock up. This coming year might be kind of interesting for flour production. And right now it's cheap for you, you know, consumer-wise. There's still a pretty good offset. In fact, here, let me look up. I'll check the local club store here. See what a bag of flour is running. Biggest problem I got is, yeah, 5 cents tax a can. Wow. Let's see here. Let's go to pickup so we can see what's all. Yeah, right now you can pick up a 25-pound bag for $8.59 for bread flour. And again, guys, it's not going to be a matter of, you know, I don't know. It's not going to be a matter of them jacking the prices up on you. There's just no wheat out there. Buy some wheat from a Mennonite farmer. There you go. A timeline. I would say if you don't see a fairly huge shift in the next 6 months, we probably won't see it at all. But right now, everything's stacking up that Yeah. It's not looking pretty. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, you're gonna start feeling some changes. I think there's going to be some more mandates that take effect for some people. Of course, that's going to slow the economy down. And then you have the wolves at the door right now, so. I mean, when you're... How was it? When Russia was 35 miles off the coast of Hawaii, it's not a good sign. Plus, we got a lot of fires going on right now all across the U.S. as far as west side. So that's going to affect some production. We have a lot of bad things happening all at once. But I would guess you're going to see it all filter out. You probably got about 6 months left. And you're going to notice things are harder to get. You know, in-store, online. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to see necessarily all of it crack off in 6 to 8 weeks, but yeah, I've heard that. I don't know. I've been to a few of these, and right now a lot of it's people not paying attention. Yeah, coffee I heard is the next big one that's gonna have a pretty good shift in price. So if you enjoy your coffee, or if you can get your hands on some green beans, green coffee beans store much longer than pre-roasted. And you can rig something up to roast beans fairly easy. Doesn't take much. Hello, fire. How's it going? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think, Tim, you and I are saying about the same thing there. I guess I was going for when is it going to be at its peak? Probably 6 months. It's going to start here soon. Not that I'm hoping for it, but you got jet fuel becoming a little bit of an issue. That's not helping matters. Yeah, fuel in general through the roof. I had to. So you guys know I modified my truck, put a larger tank on it. The other night I had to slide my credit card twice to fill my tank up because I hit my limit, and I darn near hit it twice. Oh yeah, Ridge is still on D-Live, Aaron. He'll be on here in just about, looks like 8 minutes. So, and you guys are all invited over there if you'd like to hang out. We're also over on Twitch too, so if you guys want to head over to Twitch, you sure can. I need to modify my truck. What's his name? I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can remember they had and I could do that to mine. I could do 2. Yeah, there was a lot a lot of folks that ran multiple tanks. They actually make a tank that goes up to where the spare tire rides in the Fords. Give you another... Ridge Live, not Life. Give you another 30 some odd gallons, I think. But yeah, I had to put on, let's see, it was, well, I tacked out at $75, which that was odd for me. Usually my card goes to 95. But yeah, 75 is what it decided to stop at, and I had to swipe it again. Went to 63, so let's see, that's, well, let's say 75 and 65, you're $145 to fill your tank. Your money's not going to go as far as it used to. That's definitely happening. But what do you do? Anyway, guys, we are going to, I think we're going to shut down over here, hop over to Ridge. If you guys would like, follow us over there. We're going to be continuing some of these discussions. Tonight is military night, so should be a good one. But anyway, if you're not going to stick with us, I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And if you don't stick with us, make sure to keep your head up, your head on a swivel. Put on the armor of God, and everything is just going to be all right. Yeah, Papa Bear, just hang out. You'll like this next guy. We'll catch y'all later.